Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing today? We will get started here in just a minute, but I am super, super excited to share this new fall fragrance collection with everybody. What is everybody looking forward to the most for the fall? I know for us in Texas, it's got to be the cooler weather. Definitely looking for some cooler weather. I'm a fall girly. I love all the fall vibes. So I am super, super excited for the weather to get cooler, for it to be pumpkin spice season, and get in my cozy sweatshirts and sweaters. I am about over the Texas heat for sure. Are y'all excited to see this new fragrance collection? Let me know. We are going to have a questions section towards the end of the video today. So if anybody has any questions about the fragrances as we're going through everything, please feel free to go ahead and put it in the comments and we will address everything at the end. I'm excited too. This is going to be one of my favorite fall collections I think we've ever launched. It's so fun and so exciting. There was a few hints in the teaser for the live stream and everything. So I don't know if anybody's picked up on it, but this is going to be a really, really fun collection. I'm going to go ahead and get started, you guys. Before I get started, um, like I said, this is our whole new fall collection. I'm going to go over all of the fragrance notes. Obviously, we don't have scratch and sniff internet or TV yet, so I understand it's a little bit hard to just know what a fragrance is going to smell like from a description, but I'm going to do my best to try to explain all of that to you. We're going to go over some information such as whether the fragrance is phthalate free, whether it's soap safe, safe for lotions, vanillin content, kind of all the normal information that somebody would want for their fragrances. But like I said, we're going to have a question section towards the end. So if you have any questions or anything about the fragrances, please go ahead and put them in the comments and I will make sure to address that. Okay, without any further ado, if you guys don't know me, I'm Blair, and let's just get going. Okay, so our fragrance collection for this fall, if you caught on to the little hints and everything, it is Fall Fairy Tale. So all of these fragrances are going to be super, think like classic fall fairy tales, cottage core, fantasy. I don't know if there's any book readers in the stream here today, but a lot of these kind of give me like A Court of Thorns and Roses vibes, fantasy, high fae, magic. I'm super excited about that. I'm totally a nerd and into reading fantasy books and things like that. So I think this is going to be so fun. So the very first fragrance that I'm going to introduce to everybody is Enchanted Castle Garden. I don't know if you can see this picture, but it's got like a beautiful moody castle in the background. And then we've got like a mysterious enchanted garden in the castle. So this fragrance has top notes of pickled strawberries, apple blossom, green leaves, and then there are middle notes of lily, violet, plum, and moss. And then the base notes are sugared amber, earthy woods, and musk. So this is a really nice, like floral, but also, musky, moody type of fragrance. It really does feel like you're walking through an enchanted castle garden. It's just such a luxurious and beautiful fragrance. This is probably my favorite of the entire collection. I absolutely love this, you guys, especially if you don't, if the pumpkin spice thing is not your vibe and you like something that's just a little bit fun and fresh for fall, this is a really, really great fragrance for that. Now this fragrance is phthalate free. It is soap safe, lotion safe, and the vanillin content is only 0.18%. So for all of my soap makers and body care makers, I know that that's especially important to you guys. So you're not having to worry too much about the fragrance oil turning your base brown or anything like that. Okay. The second one, I really like this fragrance as well. This is going to be more of a classic type of fall fragrance, but this one is called Mystic Autumn Ginger. I don't know how well you can see the picture there, but it's like two enchanted potion bottles. Think again, like magic, fantasy, that kind of thing. This fragrance is so strong. If you like ginger, this is a really, really great fragrance for you to go with. It's got some vanilla notes in it. I'll go through those here in a minute, but the vanilla kind of tones down the ginger. So the top notes on the Mystic Autumn Ginger is ginger, nutmeg, and citrus, with middle notes of cinnamon and clove, and your base notes of vanilla bean and sweet musk. So the ginger is very pungent in this, but it's very pleasant, especially with the vanilla bean that balances it out really well. This fragrance is also phthalate free, just like the Enchanted Castle Garden. It is soap safe, also safe for lotions. And one of the best things is there is no vanillin in the fragrance at all. So really great for my soap makers, body care makers, or if you're looking to get like a nice natural colored wax, especially with like soy waxes. That's a great thing for that fragrance. All right, are y'all liking the theme so far? Let me know in the comments, everybody. I'm super pumped about this. Okay, our next fragrance, again, kind of more going back to your fall classics, but with a literal twist on it. This fragrance is called Twisted Pumpkin. I don't know if you can see that. There's like a cute little elf underneath like a tree with some pumpkins in it. Love it. Okay, so this fragrance has top notes. This is where your twist comes in, I think. Top notes of lychee, however you choose to pronounce that, apple, plum, and cranberry. Middle notes of pumpkin, spice, clove, and cinnamon. And then your base notes are amber, musk, and cedarwood. Oh my gosh, this one, it smells so good. Again, it's a little bit more like your classic fall type of fragrance, but like the name suggests, it has a twist to it. The twist is coming from the lychee that's in it, and also I really think the cranberry and then the amber that's with it all make this a very unique twist on a pumpkin fragrance. Okay, the next one, this is probably one of my favorite pictures as far as the labels go. This is a really, really fun one. I think a lot of guys might like this one. It's a little bit more masculine, but this fragrance is called Warm Cinder Glow. So think like kind of a fireplace burning in a big, a fire burning in a big fireplace with some smoky notes to it, but it's kind of dying down, so it's really soft and subtle. This is a great fragrance. Okay, so for the Warm Cinder Glow, we have top notes of cardamom, clove bud, ginger, and sage. Mid notes of Palo Santal, which I know that is a trending fragrance on itself that I've been seeing, so that's in this one as well. Patchouli, pinyon, and silkwood. And then your base notes are going to be amber, musk, oak moss, and cinnamon. So it's, like I said, very smoky. It just makes me feel like I'm sitting next to like a cozy fire, and if you want to, play up the fairy tale type of theme, maybe you're in like a castle somewhere sitting next to a fire. Think like Cinderella, that kind of thing. That's where we got a little bit of the uh idea for the name of that fragrance. It just kind of gave me Cinderella sitting by the fire vibes. Okay, let me get my notes here. We don't make sure we don't leave anything out. Okay, so the Warm Cinder Glow is phthalate free. It is going to be safe for soaps and lotions. And the vanillin content on this fragrance is 3.5%. I just love this picture. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's like a mystical cauldron with like cinders blowing up through the air. It's very magical. Really like that. Okay, we're on to our last fragrance in this collection. This is another really great one. I'm loving this one. It's very, very strong. This one is called, before I do that here, okay. So this one is called Whispering Woods. So think of like an enchanted forest. If you're a Lord of the Rings fan, what is it? Fangorn Forest. That kind of vibe is what you're getting from this. So this fragrance has top notes of citrus, pine, green, spice, and bay. Middle notes of lavender, jasmine, and cypress. Base notes of raspberry crystals, cedar, and vanilla. When we burned it here, I was really getting a lot of the woody kind of piney notes. And also like the raspberry crystals really comes through. It's very piney and fruity. It's really great. All of these fragrances tested really, really well. They have a super strong scent throw. Uh, just so you guys know, we test everything, to make sure that it throws well, especially in dense waxes like soy. So you should get really, really good results, no matter what your wax base is or wax type that you're using is. Okay, so this fragrance is also phthalate free, soap safe, lotion safe, and the vanillin content is only 0.2%. So another really, really good one for my soap makers and body care makers. And that is going to be it as far as the actual fragrances goes. I'm going to look at the comments here. Okay, so I'm going to answer this question here. Kathy is asking when these are going to be available. So if you are one of our loyalty VIP members, which I believe are the top 2 tiers, these fragrances will be available to you by today. So you will be looking for an email in your inbox if you're one of those VIP customers. And then for everybody else, they will be available by tomorrow. I see a couple of people talking about wanting to try them out in a sample size. We are going to have these in the little sample packs. So all 5 of the fragrances, you'll get a 1-ounce sample of each so you can smell them before you commit to the larger size 16-ounce bottles. So this is a really, really great way. We do this with all of our fragrance launches for everybody to be able to try them because these are really, really great fragrances. I'm sorry, this is a really great way to try these fragrances out before you purchase them. Okay, let's go back to the questions here. Kim is asking, did you say pickled strawberry in the first one? Yes. In the Enchanted Castle Garden, it has notes of pickled strawberry, apple blossom, and green leaves, and then mid notes of lily, violet, plum, and moss, and then base notes of sugared, amber, earthy woods, and musk. So think like really, rich kind of floral, musky, amber type of fragrance. I don't know what other better way to describe it other than it really does smell like you're walking through like a lush garden. Love that one. That's, like I said, definitely my favorite one of the collection. And I think probably the Warm Cinder Glow is my second favorite. Alrighty. Let's see. Will these all work well in room sprays? I haven't seen anything that tells me otherwise. Let me check and see I've got the IFRA information here, if you'll bear with me for just a second. But please feel free, if you have any other questions or anything like that, please put them in the comments and I'm going to address them. So yes, it looks like Twisted Pumpkin is compatible with room sprays. Let me check all of these for you guys. If you have any other questions about applications, please let me know. I can certainly answer that for you. That one's good. It looks like so far all of them are safe for room sprays. Obviously, you're going to want to refer to the IFRA certificate to see what your maximum usage levels are for each fragrance, because they're all going to be different. But so far it looks like they're all safe for room sprays. Let's see. Yes, so these are all going to be compatible with any kind of a room spray that you might have. All right, we've got another question here from Steven asking if they would work well in a coconut blend wax. I have not personally tested this in the C6, which is the only wax that we carry with any kind of a coconut base to it. But we do, I said this earlier, and maybe you weren't here whenever we said that, but just so everybody knows, if you've came in after I said it, we test burn everything to make sure that it is compatible with soy wax. Soy wax tends to be more dense, a little bit more difficult to get the fragrance to release, to put out that hot throw like you would get with a paraffin wax. So we make sure and test every new fragrance that we get in soy wax to make sure that it's compatible. And all 5 of these fragrances tested really, really well in soy wax. We wouldn't add a fragrance if it didn't test well in soy wax. Hope that answers your question, Stephen. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything else. What does everybody think about the theme? Like I said, I'm a super big fantasy nerd, so I really like the fall fairy tale theme. I just absolutely love how mystical and whimsical the pictures are on the labels. I'm super excited to show you guys all the pictures and everything that we've got for these fragrances. This is something we've been working on for quite a while now, and I just think that they are so fun. I love the Mystic Autumn Ginger picture. I just love these like mystical potion bottles. You can see that it's like a glittering potion trapped in those bottles. And then of course I think one of my favorite pictures, other than the Warm Cinder Glow, is the or not the Warm Cinder Glow, the Mystical Autumn Ginger, is this Enchanted Castle Garden. I like, if you could put yourself in the picture, that's exactly what this fragrance would smell like. It's just absolutely beautiful, you guys. Right. And again, 1 ounce sample pack. If you are a loyalty VIP, you will be getting an email later today giving you early access before anybody else to purchase these products on the website. And then for everybody else, we will be sending out another email announcing the fragrances then, and you'll be able to shop by tomorrow. I'm seeing so many good responses with the theme, you guys. I really hope y'all like this. We put so much work and effort into coming up with something that would be so fun for fall and so fun, to just kind of be exciting, something new, something we've never done before. I was going to try to see if I could get the bottles kind of on the picture, on the video here. And I really think that these are just so fun. Like, really can't beat it. If I could just put myself into this little fantasy world that we've created, I would. I love it. We hope you guys enjoyed this live stream introduction to our new fall fragrance collection. Oops. If you have any other questions or anything about the fragrances, our customer service team should be able to answer any questions that you might have once these are live on the website. But other than that, thank you so much for everybody who joined us today. We'll probably do more live stream events whenever we do product launches like this in the future, specifically probably 2 fragrances, but you never know. But thank you again all for joining, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.